And we are live. What's up, beasties? It's me. It's Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Beast Friends Forever with me. It's Triple B. We've got fun times up ahead and another author for you to be read. Just remember what your beastie said, and you'll be beast friends forever with me. All right, we are back with another awesome episode of Beast Friends Forever. And I've got a special guest tonight, one that has been so gracious with me as we have tried to make this happen. And I've had to reschedule a couple times on him. And it's been killing me because his books are right up my alley. I'm so excited to talk to them, to get you guys to learn about them, but also to get to talk to him. He's an awesome person, but an awesome author. And I can't wait for you guys to meet him and to learn more about his books. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him on right now. Who's here? It's our good friend, Jeffery A. Smith.
Yay! Welcome. Coming to a meeting with applause.
That's right. Thanks for being here, man, and thanks for hanging in there when I kept having to reschedule. It means a lot.
No problem at all.
It's good to have you here. So how's the day going?
Day's been going pretty good. I've been looking forward to this all day.
Oh, yeah, me too, man. Me too. So this is my son's final week of virtual driver's ed. That's why we've been doing some of these later at night, or we haven't had many of them because it's not always easy for people to meet at 9 o'clock. So I appreciate you being flexible with me. And next week we'll probably get back more to the 7, 8 o'clock time when we have some people on. But I'm excited to have you here. We've got a few people already in here hanging out. Nobody in the comments yet, but if you have a question for Jeffery, make sure that you throw it in there for me so that I can ask him your question or comment or whatever. But everybody that's in here, even if you're just going to hang out and listen, we appreciate you as well. And if you're watching on replay, we also appreciate you. And for everybody, in the description down below, here we go. Remedy3 says, "Yo, Jeffery."
I know them.
I know he knows me. I know him. But for everybody that's watching, whether you're on replay, live, whatever, in the description down below, I've got Jeffrey's website linked. I've got all his books linked. So go down there and check it all out. Because after you hang out with him for an hour tonight, you're going to want to. So here we go.
Hopefully.
That's right. That's always the hope, right? Now, I should have asked you this backstage before we came on, but I was yakking too much and I didn't. Do you go by Jeff or Jeffrey?
Usually just Jeff, but
Okay.
when you have a name like Jeffery Smith, you have to put as many letters in there as possible.
Okay. Well, and sometimes authors, if that's like their author on the book name, they just want to. So I'll just say Jeff, but I didn't want to keep going back and forth. So, so why don't you start us off? And Remedy3 says jumper. Why don't you start us off and tell us a little bit about what genre you write? You've got a couple books that we'll talk about, but just tell us a little bit about your writing and what people can expect.
I write mostly. Well, I do write just. There's my.
That's nice.
That's something.
Uncle Jeff, thanks for being here, Allison.
I write fantasy with more of usually like a dark twist, but I kind of think of it more as being realistic. Don't shy away from things, but at the same point, don't put like really awful things on the page because this is entertainment. It's not. Right. You don't want to put something on there that's going to make people too uncomfortable. But at the same point, they're playing in fantasy. You're playing with sharp swords and magic. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love that, and I love that in all books, any fiction book, but especially in fantasy. I love when there's some gritty realism to it because, like you said, when you're dealing with evil on one side, good on the other, and you're there's weapons and there's magic and there's bad stuff happening. People are gonna not come through unscathed just because you're a character in the book doesn't mean you're going to be okay. So I love that dark fantasy, grimdark, all that. That's my favorite. So that's why I'm excited to read your stuff, man. And I mean, look at these covers. These covers are gorgeous. I guess let's talk about each one. This one you wrote first, right?
Yes, that's
Okay,
my
so
first one.
let's start there. So, how do you say it first?
Cthoma.
Okay,
Cthoma
that's
faded.
that's what I thought, but I'm like, is the C silent? I don't know. Okay, very cool, and I love this cover and this the premise of this. And I started reading it, and it's very, very good. Tell everybody about this one.
Oh, my elevator pitch is it's a story about a chosen one who failed, and it's his.
Uh oh, he froze up on me, Jeff, or I froze. Oh,
Trying to survive
there
as
you go.
a prisoner, basically. You still
Okay.
there?
Well, did I freeze for you?
Yeah, you went dark.
Okay, you froze. I think it was me then because you froze for me, and I think I because then it just added you back in. So
Oh,
hopefully
okay.
everybody heard what you were saying. It doesn't matter if they lost me for a second. But if Jeff cut out at all, let me know so that he can say what he said again. But um, that's pretty good stuff. And how about this cover? Now this cover is amazing, and especially for your first book. Walk us through the process, how it went for you getting this cover done.
Oh, I wish I had sent it to you, but the concept art
Oh man.
was stick figures, pretty
Oh, that's
much,
amazing.
with the rings around it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just kind of I described that to the cover artist, and then they came up with that, and I love that cover.
Oh yeah. Did they do the typography and stuff too?
Yep, they did everything on it.
Wow, they did a great job. I love this cover. It looks so good.
Yeah, my
Um,
the big thing that I said, and you can see it in there, is there's 9 rings around them, and the 10th one's in the name.
oh yeah. I noticed the 10th was missing, but I didn't even think about that it's in the name. That's awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, it looks good. And I love the main character's name. Josh from Already Overbooked is here, another awesome booktuber who also does interviews, and he agrees. He says the cover looks really cool.
Thank you.
So I love the main character's name, Thraug, or is that am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Thraug
you got it.
Slagger. That's
Slagger.
so
Yep.
awesome. How'd you come up with that sweet name?
Well, I'd had to ask my 16-year-old self, because I think that's when I came up with that name, and it just kind of sat around in notebooks, and then I pulled it out for this book.
It like right away when I read the premise on the back, I'm like, all right, I'm hooked. I don't even need to read anymore. Just the character's name, I'm good to go. Oh man, it's awesome stuff. Sarah Smith is here and says, "So pretty." I
Nope,
agree. Look at that
nope,
book.
that's Sahara Smith. That's my oldest daughter.
Oh, Sahara. I thought it was Sarah. I'm sorry, Sahara. I see it now. I I don't always read very well. You got a lot of people coming out to support you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool too, because I didn't, I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, so I didn't say anything until this
Oh
afternoon.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I know. It's always good to wait
Yeah,
because you just never know. So yeah, I'm glad that you're getting a lot of people coming in to support you. So this book is this a standalone?
yeah, that's a
Right.
standalone.
Okay. And is it connected to your other book series at all, or is it just its own thing?
It's its own thing. Just
Okay.
yeah, I was literally just the idea came to me almost the not word for word, but the blurb came to me first, and because like right in the middle it says he failed, and that's where I kind of started with that one.
Yeah, yeah. That's very awesome. It does right in the middle of the blurb there. He failed. So awesome stuff. And this one is like perfect, quick read length. And then your newer one is a little bit more of a chunky boy.
Yeah,
And this, I love this cover too. Shroud of Whispers, another awesome title. Um, CJ Switzer is here, formerly from.
hey CJ.
There you go. You were just talking about that backstage. So welcome, CJ. Good to see you, my friend. He is the author of Morvelvian. Oh, it's so close, but so far I can't
Well,
reach it. But
yeah, mine's in the other room, so I can't pull it up.
awesome book. People should
Yeah,
check that one out as well. But
yeah, I just
uh,
finished it. So
so good. So this one, tell us about this one. This is book one. So there's
yeah,
more to come. Shores of the Deluge. Oh yeah, here we go. CJ says, "Can't wait to sink my teeth into Shroud of Whispers." Heck yeah. All right, so tell us about this one. What this one's about. and tell us a little bit about the cover too.
Okay, this is it's kind of a murder mystery. Well, not kind of. It's a murder mystery. There are two murders at the beginning of the book. One, you don't know who the killer is, and the second one, you know who it is, but you don't know how they did it because they don't. The person's killed with magic, and the person who did it doesn't have magic. So then it's just as they unravel the mystery between these two murders that are not linked initially, but certain elements come together, and then they uncover a bigger plot that's going on in the city.
Oh man, that's an awesome mix. Fantasy and murder mystery. That's a good mix. You can't miss that.
So, and then the cover, the dagger is important. I'm not going to go much more into that. The poppies are also important because one of the main characters, True, she's dealing with an opium addiction.
Oh,
So
I love
there's also like there's like a blue haze coming off of them, and
oh,
then that's actually the city in the foreground with the two mountains that sit behind the city. So that I gave them the idea of the dagger, and initially there were two flowers because there's a religious aspect to it, and
mm.
that religion has the rose mallow is their kind of symbol. And I had the two flowers on there, but that looked way too romanticy, so I had to drop one of them
Oh
to
yeah.
the one.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I love how you use that all together. And this one gets me pumped too because, just like in this book, you have a character, you kind of flip something on its head and have a character that failed and how he's trying to, he's living that life of having failed. And now this one, you've got a character that is suffering from addiction. And I love when someone takes characters and puts them through that. And I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me, but I love the characters that are flawed and have issues. And like, it's, even if you can't exactly relate to them, you relate to them more and you root for them more because it's like, they're not perfect, you want to see them rise above somehow.
Yeah, I had to do so much research on opium addiction that I started getting like the pop-up ads are, do you have an issue with drugs?
You keep looking stuff up. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
we
that's
have
funny.
writing addiction, but that's not the same thing.
Right. Not the same thing. Exactly. Oh, let's see. Josh said, dang, that sounds awesome. Sahara said, True is her favorite character of all time. So there you go. That gets everybody excited. Um, so, how many books are you thinking for this series? And I know that you're working hard on book two.
There's six, I believe.
Right.
I have four of them written.
You already wrote four?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, you're a machine.
but no, not really. If we can go over that in a minute, but it's I originally wrote book three first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The idea that it was going to be book three, it was going to be book one. I tried querying it, got a little bit of interest, but not enough to get a deal. I was already halfway through book four, which is now book four.
Mhm.
And I went, well, I can't sell the sequel if I didn't sell the original. So I looked at the world that I kind of created and went, I have another story I can tell. And that's where book two came in. I wrote that one, took over 10 years to write that
Oh
book
man, that one
because
gotcha.
I,
Huh?
I want to apologize right now to George Lucas. Prequels are hard. It's really hard to make
Now
those
you know.
all those lines connect and tie all
Oh
those plots
yeah.
together. And then that one got even less interest. And then that's when I wrote Cthomas Faded. And then I wrote Shroud of Whispers while I was working on editing and publishing Cthomas
Wow.
Faded. So
That's awesome though. Um, Josh had a good question here. He said these six books, are they all connected to the same murder? Do you have
no,
different okay.
no, the murders are realized are solved in this one. The
Okay.
second one's more of a political military
Oh
thriller.
nice. Okay.
And then the third one is more of an adventure.
Okay.
And we won't go beyond that at this
Okay.
point.
Is it the same main characters or do you use different characters and then those characters are background and then other ones are main, like, or do you stick with the same main characters?
It's going to change main characters quite a bit, but there's like
Cool.
family lineages connect a
Okay.
lot of the things together.
Oh,
Um, so I'm a little worried about that because I'm afraid people are going to get too attached to True and Samuel in this book, and then go like, where are they in book two? So
well, hey, like that can be a worry, but if you write characters good enough where people love them that much, they're gonna fall in love with the next ones too. So,
yeah.
so there may be a little bit of that, but I think that that's a good problem to have. That means you wrote characters very well. CJ says yes, political military fantasy. There you go. All right, well I'm gonna put these back here so people can still see them, but so I don't have to keep holding this beautiful chunky book. It's getting heavy in my hand. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your journey to writing these. You talked a little bit about how you wrote that number three first, but let's go way back in time to when you were just a little Jeffrey, little Jeffy. Uh, Tell us a little bit about how you got into reading, writing, fantasy, all that stuff, and then when did you start writing, and then eventually when did you decide you were really going to go for it and write a book? And Sarah's ready for book two.
Yes. um, so you had a somebody on CJ Daily a little
Oh
while
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
We
Hmm.
have kind of a similar story in the sense
Okay.
that in second grade I couldn't read, and
Wow, that's crazy.
I actually failed second grade because I couldn't read. So that summer I had a tutor, and she told my parents at the end, she goes, "Well, at the beginning of the summer Jeff couldn't read, and at the end he could. I don't know what I did." I like to think that it's because she offered a prize if I hit certain goals, and I asked for the uh, Star Wars Droid Factory. So R2D2 helped me learn to read. So that was
Yes.
exciting. Um, and then, like in sixth grade for Christmas, my parents got me The Hobbit.
Oh,
And
nice.
before I went back to school, I read that book right through. And obviously, that led to Lord of the Rings, and then more importantly to me, the Silmarillion. That
Oh,
that
okay.
blew me away. And I know a lot of people are just like, oh, it's too much like a history book, but I
Yeah.
loved that book, and it got me world building, and that's what I started doing. And like in seventh grade, my English teacher would put up writing prompts on Friday, and like, you can write whatever you want to write, and but here's a prompt in case you need it. And I
Yeah.
just would pick a character, a place, or a thing from this world building I was doing and just write about that. And his comment to my parents at the end of the year, I don't know what he was writing, but he was writing.
That's all that mattered, right?
Yeah, that's all that matters. And around that time also I started playing D&D with my friends, and that got me into creating characters. And I don't mean like the rolling the dice and picking the skills and all that stuff, although that was part of it. But like coming up with a background for the characters, coming up with a backstory. And because when I started playing, that was like first edition, and there wasn't a lot of that. I mean, it's more in the fifth edition that they do a lot of that, helping you like create a story for your characters. So I built this world. I had this group of characters, and I didn't really put them together.
Hmm.
And then later on, I got a job after college, and one of the guys that I worked with found out that I played D&D, and he's like, "Oh, I want to learn how to play." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll be DM. I'm not going to make somebody else do it."
Yeah.
And that started me thinking in terms of story, because like we played for a number of years, and I was finishing up a campaign, and I was washing dishes. I was thinking about what's my next story that I'm going to tell. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be interesting if there's all these races that are water based that no one ever plays because no one wants to be in a dungeon drying up and dying because there's no water around.
Right.
And I thought, what if I made a world that was flooded, and then you're guaranteed to be around water? So I started building this campaign, and like with campaigns, generally you have a beginning and you have an end, and
Mhm.
just kind of let the characters find their way through it. And unfortunately, that group kind of fell apart, and got busy with life, started
Mhm.
having kids like Sahara, the chat, and I realized that it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to really be playing D&D. And I suddenly was like, wait a minute, I've got all this world building I've done. I've got this group of characters, and now I have a story with a flooded world. That's really interesting. Maybe I can put them together. And my first thought was, nah. Then a week later, it all started to come together. And yeah, and then I started the idea for what is what now book three came to me on a drive home. Sahara was actually in the back
Oh
asleep.
wow.
My wife was asleep, and then the story started to unfold in my head, and I just started writing from that point.
Wow. That's crazy. You had quite the journey to get here.
Yeah,
Oh man. So you said you've already got 4 out of the 6
yeah,
written. That's pretty awesome. So I mean, even though it took you a long time, like here you sit with all this stuff written. You've already got 2 books out, and you've got more ready to go. I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty awesome. I mean, you've probably heard this statistic people talk about all the time, how it's like such a small amount of people who start writing a book actually finish it and put it out there. And now you've got 2 and more ready to come in the pipeline. So you're
yeah,
living the dream, man. It may not be, what you want it to be yet, but
yeah.
you're a lot further along than a lot of people. So for that, that deserves some more applause. So that's awesome, man. Very very cool. Um, so what made you wrote the book 3 that became, or the book 1 that became the book 3?
Yeah.
What made you write Cath- Cthomas Faded? Like you said that you kind of had the idea in your head.
Yeah.
How did all that come to you?
Um, I, 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 I got to the point because I was querying
Hmm.
what is now book two,
Yeah,
and I was like, I've got this idea for this standalone. This would be a great story, and I could probably churn this out. Yeah, churn it out. Um, I could probably write this relatively quickly because the idea was right there, um, and I wrote that one, and since it was such a standalone and it really kind of was its own thing, that's and I started querying that one, and that one also I didn't get an agent for, and I started writing Shroud of Whispers, and that's when I decided to go self-published. So I was like, okay, do I take this book two, well, what's now book two, and self-publish that, or do I take Cthomas Faded? And I decided to go with Cthomas Faded because I was far enough in Shroud of Whispers that I was like, I've got to finish this book, and I don't want to release it as a prequel. I want it to be book one.
right. Nice. Well, I think you made a good choice.
I hope so.
So far so good, right? Um, so I think we had talked at one point. I don't know if you want to announce. You don't have to announce anything specifically, but I know that you do plan, obviously, to release the next book. Um,
Yeah.
but what's your kind of loose timeline if people are excited or interested or wondering when they should start book 1 to get ready for book 2? When do you
Uh,
think book 2 will
yeah,
be?
book two, I'll get it back from my editor at the end of April. Actually, the last Friday in April, and then the last Monday of April, book three goes to my editor. So I'm boomeranging those two, one on top of the other.
Nice.
I'll do arcs, and I plan on releasing it. There's this book festival here in Western New York called Better Off Red, and I
That's
did it
cool.
last year, and I'm gonna. Yeah, it's a great name. I'm gonna do it again this year, and I figured that would be a great day to release
Oh,
it,
heck yeah.
at least like there, and then the following week I'd release it wide on like Amazon, Kobo, and Barnes and Noble.
Exciting stuff. So it's coming up soon. So now's the time to hop in and
Yeah.
read your other stuff so they can be ready. Um, very nice. And CJ made a good point. Smart move having a backlog. Now, was that ever kind of in your mind, like it'll be nice to have this stuff ready to go, or was it just like I just got to keep writing?
Well, once I decided to self-publish, I was like, wow, man, I've got all these books now. Once I get rolling, this will be great. So yeah,
Mhm.
it wasn't the plan, but but I'm not complaining that that's the way that it
No.
happened. So
Yeah, that's so nice, and I feel like that's another thing that sometimes can happen to especially indie or self-pub authors is they get that one book done, and then they get so focused on marketing it and trying to sell it and just, hitting their head against the wall with that one book that they don't keep going on. It takes them, a while, and sometimes they don't ever get to that next book because they are so focused on that first book. So it's pretty awesome that you've already got two books out plus all these ones that you're, editing and getting ready to roll out. I think that's fantastic. So SR Arkaway is also here, another awesome indie author. Thanks for being here, SR. Hope you're doing well. Um, all right, well that is fantastic, man. So what I like to talk about now is I usually like to switch gears a little and talk about your writing process because you've heard some of my interviews. You've been in the chat, and
yep.
I can ask the same question hundreds of times, and people always have slightly different answers or completely different answers. Uh, so to start off, what would you consider yourself to be on this spectrum for a writer? You've got all the way on one side the pantser, or the gardener who sits down, just writes without planning at all from their brain. And then you've got all the way on the other side the plotter, the person who plots and outlines everything out. And then they transfer it over. They don't allow for any change. Where do you feel like you fall on that spectrum? Somewhere in the middle, or do you lean one way or the other?
I'm about 90% a pantser.
Okay, all right. Nice.
Um, Slightly different because I when I start a book, I know where it starts and I know where it ends.
Mhm.
And I know a couple of the milestones in between. Like there's certain scenes that are
Right.
stuck in my head. But I don't start writing my first couple of chapters until I know where I'm going. So I always have a direction I'm going to, but I'm constantly surprised like, oh, look at this chapter. I didn't realize that this was going to happen. Like in Shroud of Whispers, my favorite character came out of nowhere. I almost dropped that book and started writing about her because she was so
Oh man, just came to
just
the forefront.
yeah, it just yeah, her name is Bidge. She's my
Oh,
favorite character of
that's a
all
cool
time.
name. Your characters all have cool names.
Thank you.
Uh, um, so uh, that made me think of another question, but we'll stick with this for now.
Okay.
So I was going to ask you, and you just kind of mentioned it. So you've had things happen by being, more of a pantser where you kind of have a plan, but then you start writing and the characters kind of take over. And sometimes a character will all of a sudden take up more space and you're like, oh, I gotta have more stuff for them. Have you had anything with all these books you've written where um a character's fate changed because they were going to be a small character but they became much bigger, or maybe you were going to give them the axe but then you're like, they have more to do still, or vice versa, where you're like, oh gosh, I gotta take somebody out. Who's it going to be? It wasn't going to be them before, but it's going to have to be them now. Like, did you have things like that happen?
The closest I had to that is I had a character that was bugging me. I they, they were just bothering me, and I was like, ah, I'm just gonna kill them right here. And I killed the character off, and then continued on writing a couple more chapters, and then I realized, oh, there was a reason why I had that character around, and I went back and had to un kill them
Oh yeah.
and then add them back into the chapters that I'd written. So
Oh
I've
man.
had that happen. Um, I've had circumstances change, um, like a character who I was expecting to be in the next chapter and they overextended themselves in the previous chapter, and I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And that changed what happened after that because that put different people in different places. It gave the antagonist another opportunity to go after the main characters. So it changed. It was actually one of the most fun things as far as writing because I didn't know what was going to happen. And I wrote up to the point where it's like, this is where everything's going to change. And I had described the room, described the situation, and then started the bad things starting to happen, and I had to get up and walk away because I don't know what's going to happen, and I need to think about this.
Oh man. So you had a lot going on when that happened then.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, see that I think that is a fun part of being a little more on the pantser side. If you're all the way on the platter side, like our friend CJ here, then you know sometimes you don't get to experience that where the story kind of leads you a little bit, which I think is probably a fun thing as a writer when you're experiencing the story. You may know, like you said, the broad strokes, but you're really experiencing the nitty gritty of it for the first time. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I've tried to plot, and
yeah,
I find that I'm too far away from the characters that I can't see what's going to happen. Like in Shroud of Whispers, I wrote there'll be a trial, and well, obviously they catch who has done some of these things, and it's like, wait a minute, this is the end of the book, a trial. This is going to be like 20,000 words to introduce a bunch of new characters,
right.
new places, and all this stuff. And I'm like, I got to figure out a different way to do it. And then I figured out it's not the trial that was important. What was important is that they'd already decided, the powers that be had already decided what the outcome was going to be. And I had two characters who knew each other, you'd already been introduced to, one telling the other one, oh, there'll be a trial, and this is how it's going to result. And that was
That's
more
nice.
impactful for the story and for the main character who
Right.
was listening to this, like, wait a minute, what about justice? And they're like, nope, this is how it's going to go. And
Oh man.
that I found more interesting. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can't. I've tried to plot. I really have. I really tried. Sorry, CJ, I really did. But I find that I get off track really quick from.
Right. Well, yeah, and that that probably worked out so much better because by just kind of pantsing and trying to say, "Oh, how can I get to this point instead?" You ended up coming up with a great way to like develop characters more and stuff. So that's, I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. Instead of adding more characters, like you said, you were able to develop the ones you already had with that whole thing that you came up with. So that's pretty cool.
yeah. The worst piece of advice I ever got, and it was from a writer who was just talking in general, said, "Don't edit till the end."
Mm,
And that's what
I've
I did
heard
with
that.
Cthomas Faded.
Yeah,
And I went down so many rabbit holes. It took me a lot longer to,
get
edit
it back all on the
that
same
second
path.
time. But yeah, I have to, like, I'll go like 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 chapters, and then I'll go back and edit to get it, make sure everything's in line, make sure that I'm not missing something, or if I
Yeah.
make a change to go back and fix it. So yeah, I do more editing probably than a plotter does, but I also don't spend a lot of time, creating those outlines. Which again, more power to you if you can. I just can't do it.
Right. And CJ's saying the same thing the other way. You do you. He's envious of Panzer. So there you go. It's respect all around. Mark from Mark's Book Lounge, a bearded Book Beast channel member, and also the owner of an awesome BookTube channel. Check it out if you haven't
Cool.
yet. He is here. Hello, Mark. Thanks for being here. We are doing well. Glad you could be here. All right. Next question for you is that um, I've started reading your books and I think everything is awesome. I love your writing style. I feel like the dialogue's good, and you have in this kind of writing in this genre, you have action and battle scenes, and I feel like a lot of times for a new author or early on books of a new author, dialogue and action scenes can be some of the toughest things for people to get right, or they say it can be really hard. So do you feel like you struggled with either one of those, and how did you find your way through it? Did you kind of look at books that you liked that in and learn from that, or did you just practice, or just doing it and seeing how people liked it? How do you feel like you handled all that?
I remember the first like bit of dialogue I ever wrote, like in a short story. I
Mhm.
had to write it out specifically. No descriptors, nothing. Just like, these are the lines that need to happen.
Mhm.
Now I hear their, okay, this is going to make me sound crazy, and I hear their voices inside my head, and I can hear the way they speak. So
That's cool. I don't
when
think
it's
that's
like,
weird at all.
Yeah, because like True and Samuel are very different characters because he's
Hmm.
more streetwise and kind of sarcastic, and she's very broken and dealing with all her issues. So the way they approach the world and the way they talk, um, I can't say that I can't mimic them out loud. But like I have a character that I'm working on right now. I'm working on a another standalone where I have a character um, named Hops, and he
Another
talks
cool
like
name.
this. He talks very fast, and he always has something to say really quickly, and he does. And I can hear his voice, and I can type that right out.
That's
Um,
cool.
Action is difficult uh, because sometimes you got to act it out, and it
Right.
looks silly. Fortunately, my youngest daughter got me a sword at one
Oh,
point.
no way. That's awesome. That's so cool.
So yeah, I have that. But I mean, like I did Taekwondo when I was younger,
Hmm.
so I have some ideas on movement and how you work in combat. But that's more difficult. That's yeah, I got to spend. I spend more time on that. Dialogue has come easy to me ever since I started hearing the voices.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, your dialogue's great. So I wondered if you did like some crash courses or like what you did because yeah, it flowed really nice.
I've stayed away from anything that says how to do dialogue because I don't know
Yeah,
how I do it, and I don't want to get into
right.
the making of it and mess myself up.
Right. Well, and you want it to be your own dialogue, like how you do it. You don't
Yeah,
want to do exactly what somebody else does. And I would say that you're doing it right because your characters do have feel very distinct, and that's what you want from dialogue, right? You want to be able to tell who's talking when, and not be like, wait, who's talking? So yeah,
and
I never
sometimes
felt that with your
yeah,
stuff.
sometimes you give them like a vocal a tick or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like uh, what does he say? There's one character I have. Oh, boss. He said calls everybody boss.
yeah.
So it's like,
I love it.
what are you doing, boss? And like when my editor said, well, who said that? I'm like, who else would say it?
The person that always says it. Come on now. Oh, that's awesome, man. I love that. Okay. Now, does your my next question I usually ask next about maps? I just thought, does your book have maps in it? Right, it does.
That one does. Cthomas Faded does not.
Yeah. Is it the same one as that's on this cool art print that you
Yeah,
sent me with it? Oh
yeah.
yeah. So here, I'm going to show people. You've got some very. Now, how did you do these? Did you do them yourself, or did you find somebody to do them?
Okay, the city map. I hired somebody from Etsy to do that.
Okay, this one.
Yep. And then the island map. My youngest daughter is a very talented artist, and she
Wow,
drew that.
it's very cool.
Yep, she is great. So
Dang, that's awesome, and that's kind of even like. I mean, it's cool that she's good at it and it looks good. But
yeah.
how cool is that that she something she did is in your book? Like that's
Oh
so
yeah,
special.
that's we do when I do book festivals and stuff like that. She sells jewelry there.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
she does these bookmarks and
Oh,
starts
we
to do
all
them.
love those kinds of bookmarks.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So yeah, it's a
Mine
lot
goes
of fun to.
great with the book too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's awesome. Oh, that's really helpful to have stuff like that. People eat that stuff up.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I want to get one. You're gonna have to start
They're
selling
on
them
my
on your
website.
website.
They're
Are
on
they
my
on there?
website. Yeah.
All right, I'm getting one. That's cool. That is awesome. I love that stuff. And again, if you want one, Jeffrey's website is linked down below in the description. So go get one of those sweet bookmarks. Um, all right, so maps, good. So you use them now. Do you feel like going forward with this series, since you kind of change? It sounds like it's going to change a little bit where they're at, or at least add open up the world more in some of them. Are you going to do just a different map for? Is it going to be completely different, or I've seen some authors who want to try to like show one part of a map and then they zoom out a little bit and like kind of like that where it includes parts of the maps from previous books, or are you just going to have a completely different area in each book?
So in the world there are the island realms, and the first book takes place on the archipelago of Traknar. The second book takes place in the archipelago of Wayan, and then the third book introduces Elmnor and Evering, and I think that's it on that one. And then yeah, I just kind of introduce a different island chain in each book.
Oh, that's cool. I like it. Very nice. The other thing that I've really liked is your character names. Like I said, you just have awesome character names and like their personalities and everything like that. Do you feel like a lot of that you were able to just come up with it on your own from your time doing Dungeons and Dragons and D and stuff? Like you were able to think of stuff a little bit better than maybe someone who hadn't.
Um, that probably did help. I actually have a note on my phone that's just full of names.
Oh, nice. So if you think of them, you just pop them in there.
Yeah, just pop it in there.
That's brilliant.
Or strange like little sayings, because like in the book I'm working on now, there's other books that are referenced in there, and I like, oh, I need a title for a book, and then I'll just look in that list and it's like, oh, there's one. Like or a tavern names are terrible.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate
that would
them.
be hard. Yeah.
But like I was watching a video or TV show or something like that, and they said Oliver Twist, and I had the closed caption on, and it translated as all of a twist.
Oh no way.
And I'm like, that's a great tavern
That's
name.
catchy. Yeah, that's brilliant. Oh man. Now my next question was going to be, what's the weirdest situation where you came up with a name for something? Would you say that's it, or did you have one that was even crazier?
No, that's pretty.
That's
That's
pretty
pretty high
unique.
up there.
Like, what are the odds that you'd happen to have it on mute and then it would translate it that way? Because that is very catchy. I like
Yeah,
that. Oh man, that's wild. You got to be ready. You got to
yeah,
be ready at all
gotta be ready.
times.
All times.
Nice. All right. What about when you are working on a book? Obviously, the one that took you 10 years. That's not what you normally shoot for.
No.
So when you're working on a book and you want to get it done by a certain time, are you somebody that sets like daily or weekly like word count writing goals, or are you like, I'm just gonna write every day or so many days, or are you just like, I'm gonna write when life allows it. I'm gonna get it done, but I'm not gonna stress myself out and tell myself I have to do it a certain amount of times. How do you handle all that?
Okay, I used to set weekly goals,
Okay.
and I think a new author or somebody who's just starting out should set like
Mhm.
a weekly goal or daily, whatever they
Yeah.
feel comfortable with,
Right.
because then that gets you into a routine of writing, and that's where I'm at now. There's another piece of advice I got years ago watching some show where an author, I don't even know who the author was, and he said, I write 5 days a week. He took Friday and Saturday off.
Okay.
Sunday through Thursday, he wrote. And that's what I do now. I'm not a morning person, but I get up early and, eat breakfast, work out, whatever I'm going to do in the first thing in the morning. And then I sit at my desk and I write for an hour to 2 hours, depending on when I sit down and when I've got to I got to start working at some
Yeah.
point. So, and I don't, at this point, I don't do weekly or daily goals or anything like that, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I look at the bottom left-hand corner. How many words did
Right.
I do today?
Yeah.
Um, but I set my yearly goals. Like this year, I want to release book 2 in the series. I want to get the book I'm working on at least to 60,000 words. So that's about where I think it's going to be. And I'm going to go through the editing process on book 3. So that's my goal for the year. And then, next year I'm going to release book 3. Maybe, and then I got to decide, am I going to start the editing process on book 4, or am I going to do this other standalone? It all depends on how things are going. But yeah, I look more yearly now as opposed to weekly, but I really believe strongly that you got to figure out a way to write. Because like when my kids were little, the only place I had to write was at the YMCA. I
Oh
wrote
wow.
20, 30,000 words of one
Dang.
of my books on an exercise bike.
Oh, that's wild.
Drop the kids off at Child Watch,
Yeah.
do a workout. There was this one exercise bike. It was in the perfect spot. It didn't have moving handlebars. I could
Oh
set my
yeah.
notebook down and I could write on it. And then when I'd get a chance, like if they all napped at the same time or something like that, I could then type it into the computer. But yeah, you got to do what you got to do
Hmm.
to get it done.
Nice. Okay, that was my next question was going to be, what are like your preferences? You mentioned writing in the morning. So, do you usually always write in the morning? Do you write like in an office, at a desk, on a computer, or do you write on the move? Do you do whatever it takes? That was going to be my next question.
I'm living in the golden age right now because I have an office. That's where I'm in right now
Yeah.
because I
Uh-huh.
work from home. So I've got a
Mhm.
space that's mine. I have my computer set up here, and then when it's time to work, I take that one down, plug in my other one, and I'm ready to go. Um, I write in the morning not because I'm a morning person because I am not.
I wondered.
Yeah, because I can be consistent. The only thing that gets in the way of writing in the morning is car problems. Cars got
Mhm.
to go into the shop, or
Right.
because we're down a car, somebody needs a ride to work
Yep.
or something
Yep.
like that.
Yeah.
Because no one is calling me and going, "Hey man, we're going to do a game. We're going to play a game, get a pizza and everything." Oh, great,
Right.
sounds great. When is it? 7 a.m. on Thursday.
Yeah.
No
That's
one's
not
calling me to
happening.
do that.
That's
So
so true.
yeah. So like the evenings, because you never know what's going to happen in the evening. I've got nieces and a
Mhm.
nephew that are nearby. So sometimes they have concerts or plays that we want to go to, or just concerts I want to go to, or just anything that I've got planned. But, in the morning, I know that I have that time and I get grumpy if I don't get that time. What do you mean you got to go to work? Walk,
Right. Come on.
Bill, both ways. Like
Figure
we
it
used
out.
to do in the old days.
That's right. Uphill. Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, it becomes a habit for you, right? And it's a part of your day, and you look forward to it. It's a bummer when you have to miss it. I'm sure.
To me it's like it's you got to think of it like practicing for
Mhm.
sports because like Michael Jordan just didn't play
Right.
when the Bulls had a game. He
Yeah.
was practicing, and that's how I kind of see it. Yeah, maybe I'm not inspired today to write a particular scene,
Right.
but maybe I'll get some words down, and it's not like I'm publishing that paragraph right away. If it's bland or it's not that great, I still have time to edit it, add to it, take away from, maybe even delete it completely. But at least I did the work for
Yeah.
that day.
Very true. I love it. And your niece said must be a Smith family thing. She does a lot of work, reading, etc., on exercise machines as well. There you go. That's
Well,
good. Look at that. Getting stuff done and being active and healthy. That's impressive.
well, when the kids were little, I was like, why don't they have this child watch thing at the library? I could get so much done.
Right.
Instead, I got to
Oh,
go exercise.
oh man, that's pretty impressive that you wrote while exercising. I'm trying to like envision that. At first, I was thinking with the movie and Handlebars, I'm like, how in the world did he do
Oh,
that?
yeah.
So that helped that that wasn't it. But did you? What did you write on? Did you have a laptop or your
No,
phone or what?
notebook, and a
Oh,
pen.
physically writing
Yeah,
while you're. Oh
yeah.
man, your hand must have been cramping up. You said 20, 30,000 words.
Well, it wasn't all in one sitting, so
Still, that's impressive. Now, do you have good handwriting? Because
no, I
some
got
people would
terrible.
do that and they would never know what they wrote again.
I have terrible handwriting.
Oh no! But you could tell what it said. At
I
least
know what
enough.
it says, so I was okay.
That's good. That's good. Uh, Sarah had a good question here for you. Do you have a favorite character voice you've written, or maybe one character that was the most difficult to write? That's
Uh,
good.
True was really hard to write,
Oh wow. Okay.
um, because I wanted to do it right. I didn't want to make a caricature of what of her problems and everything. So that and you have to kind of get into that headspace. So that was a really hard one to write. Um, Samuel was easy to write for me. Um, Bidge practically lives in my head now, so she can come out at any time she wants to. And the character I'm writing now, Hops, he's hysterical, so I always laugh when I'm writing his stuff.
Oh yeah, a character that makes you laugh like that. I'm sure they're easy to write. You look forward to that.
Yeah.
Very good. That was a great question. Thank you for asking that. All right, last question on this, and then we will have a little time so that I can ask you some questions outside of writing, which is always fun. But last question, people always are curious. When you are writing, are you somebody that likes it silent, or do you like there to be background noise, and what kind? And if you listen to music, does it have to be instrumental versus lyrical? Do you listen to certain music to set the mood, or do you just listen to whatever?
I have to have music on.
Okay.
I have my little iPod. With,
Nice. Oh
with,
man,
with
iPod.
black
Look at that thing.
screen. Yeah,
That's still kicking.
that has 2,000 songs that I've curated over the years,
Wow.
just to get rid of any background noise.
Yeah.
Because like what'll distract me is the TV, people talking
Mhm.
in the next room. Like when I was working on the exercise bike, I had the music in so that everything else disappeared and I could focus. It's like that part of my brain that just has to know what's going on. This one, the music, I can't listen to like random music that's just on the radio. I have to listen to stuff that I know. So it becomes background noise and it covers everything else up and I can just write.
Wow, that's awesome. Remedy 3 said lyrics on the elliptical along with chord progressions and melodies must be the exercise endorphins. All this exercise inspiration. I love it. I love it. No one's ever talked about this before. You're bringing something new to the conversation. I love it. Awesome. Well, awesome answers, man. Let's switch gears. We got 10 minutes or so. We might go a little over, but
That's fine.
um, so I just like to ask some questions outside of writing. Just a few of your favorite things for us to get to know you. So first question, we'll start with more of a basic one. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Red. You didn't even have to think about it.
No,
So has
my
it just always
mom,
been red? Is it?
yeah, my mom said even when I was a baby, I'd always reach for the red toy.
So
Love
you
red.
always liked it?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. All right. What's your favorite food?
Anything Mexican.
Oh, okay. Do you have like a good Mexican place nearby you that you like to go to?
We have an awesome one
Oh,
nearby.
nice.
It's less than a mile away.
Oh, you can't beat. That must be hard
Oh,
to not just go there all the time.
oh, yeah. People give us like gift cards to it all the time, and it's like,
Oh,
yeah, let's go.
oh, that's like one food that I could like an authentic Mexican place. I
Mm,
feel like I could eat that all the time and never get sick of it.
yeah, same here.
The chips and salsa,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
and queso. Then you get the food. Oh man, you're making me want to go to mine now. I've got one close by too. It's so
Oh,
good.
awesome.
Oh, all right. What? Let's see. Which one do I want to ask first? All right, we'll ask this one first. So we know that you are good at the writing thing, but what's a talent or a hobby that you have that we don't know
I'm a really okay guitarist.
about? Really, not really good. Really okay.
I'm really okay. I'm not going to embarrass myself on stage.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
actually
That's
part of the
awesome.
reason. That's part of the reason why it took so long to write book two is because I was in a band at the time
Oh, nice.
and working 12-hour days, so I couldn't get into any kind of writing,
Yeah.
routine.
Rhythm. Yeah.
And like on my days off, I was either at rehearsal or at a bar playing. So yeah,
Wow, that's awesome. What was the name of your band?
Red Sky.
Oh, that's a red sky. Well, there you go. It was foreshadowing these books, man. That you got a little red poppies in the
Oh yeah,
sky. You got a little red sky in this one. It was meant to be.
didn't
So,
even think about that.
so did you do acoustic, electric, both?
Oh, electric. We did a couple acoustic
Okay.
shows, which was fun.
Mm.
But it's like I remember we did three in a row, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll get to sit one out." Because like the other guitarist said, "Oh, I can't make one," and the bassist said, "Oh, I can't make one." I'm like, "Cool, then I can miss one." Nope, I had to play all three of them.
Wait a minute.
Hey, but you
Oh
get paid,
man.
so it's cool.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day, it's all right. Well, we're gonna have you on again when your next book comes out, so I expect you to be ready. You're gonna have to play a song on
Okay,
that one.
I don't,
You
I don't
should
know.
come up
My
with
guitar's in
a
the other
theme
room.
song for your books or something.
My guitar's in the other room, so I can't pull those out
Okay,
yet.
okay, all right. Well, see here, Remedy 3 says, "Ha, much better than okay." So you are a really good guitar player.
No, I'm really okay. I just jump around because they called me Jumper earlier. That was my
Oh yeah,
nickname.
that's why.
I have a lot of stage presence, which
That's
is
awesome.
crazy.
See, even your daughter says good guitarist. There
Well,
you
she doesn't have
go.
to say that stuff. She's my daughter.
No. Oh, come on now. Our kids don't always say nice things. She'd say he's right. He's really just an okay guitarist. Oh man, that's awesome. All right, very cool. That's awesome. Uh, all right, put on the thinking cap. Think back in time. What was your first job that you had that you got a paycheck for? So not just helping out around the house, but like, what was your first job?
uh, Putting little filaments for propane lanterns because
Oh
my parents owned a propane camping products
wow.
business, and I used to get paid 10 cents for filling a box with all the little filaments.
Oh man. How old were you?
Let's see, I'd have been like 11 or 12 at that point.
Dang. Was it
Child
like,
labor.
did you enjoy it or did you hate it, but you're just thinking, I need this money?
10 cents was 10 cents, man. I could get a Star Wars action figure with
Heck
enough of
yes.
those.
Oh man, those were the days, right?
Yeah.
Now you getting one little action figure is $12.99 at the
Oh,
store
yeah.
or something. Crazy. Sandra says awesome and that they're proud of you. So there we go.
That's my sister.
Look at that. Look at all the love that you're getting, man. People love you. That's awesome. Um, all right. So think along the same lines. Well, actually, you would have had to have been a little older. But what was your first car? What was your first ride?
A Chevy Spectrum, or as I like to call the Chevy Rectum.
Oh gosh, I love it.
That
I
car
don't
spent
know if
more
I
time.
remember what it. Let me. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know if I
Oh,
remember.
that car spent so much time broken down in the parking lot at work. Oh my goodness. I hated that.
Chevy Spectrum or Rectum. What year was it?
Oh, I can't remember that part of it.
Do you remember like was it 80s, 90s,
It was probably 90s.
90s?
Might have
Let's
been
see.
80s.
What color was it?
Red, medium red.
Of course.
Hey, I didn't have any choice on that. It was a gift.
Oh man. So was it like did it look like one of these?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
That's it.
man. There it
Oh,
is.
it was terrible. After that, I bought a Saturn, which was way better.
Oh man, I had a Saturn back in the day too.
Oh, I love that
Uh
car. I I put 207,000 miles in that car, and the only reason
dang.
why I it stopped there is because it got rear-ended, and I drove it
Ah,
to the
or
collision
would have
shop.
kept going.
Yeah,
Man.
I drove it there, and they go like, "You're probably totaled." And he looked at the odometer. He goes, "You're totaled."
Yes, this is confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh man. Uh here's a good question from Brian Soul. What's up, Brian? Brian is a subscriber on my Michigan football channel. If anyone likes Michigan football, check out the Maize and Bluebeard podcast. Thanks for being here, Brian. He wants to know if you have a favorite author.
Glenn Cook.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love the Black Company series.
Yes, I just started reading that. It's one I've been wanting to read forever, and I just started that first collection. Very cool stuff. It's cool too to know that he was like the first one doing that, getting down and like the down in the dirt and grime with like the everyday kind of
Yeah,
characters like that.
yeah, it
Very
was
cool. I
really
love it.
cool. Yeah, love that.
Oh, nice. I wonder. I have his kind of urban fantasy too on
Oh
the
yeah,
PI.
yeah, yeah. I've read
Yeah,
quite a few of those too.
yeah, those look fun too. Cool. That's he's a good one. He is a
Yeah,
good one.
very good.
Um, All right, so let's see. What about TV shows, movies, all that kind of stuff? What are some of your favorites?
Uh, the original Star Wars is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh, it's so good.
Lord of the Rings,
Hmm.
that series, Princess Bride,
Oh, I love Princess Bride.
such a good movie. Non-fantasy Goodwill Hunting is one that I like
Oh,
a
it's
lot.
so good. Hmm.
Yeah, uh,
Those are good ones.
yeah.
What was the last movie you went to see at the theater?
What was the last movie?
It's been a while for me too. I'd have to think
Oh,
about it.
Fantastic Four. We went to the
Oh yeah,
drive-in.
yeah. That might have been the last one I went and saw too.
Yeah,
Did you
my
like it?
son. my son loves movies. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. Not the
Okay.
best
Yeah.
movie I've seen.
No. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, my son loves movies, and we used to go a lot more, but a lot of the movie theaters around here shut down after the lockdowns.
Yeah. I know
It's
it kind of did them in for a while there. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I agree. I love going to the movies, but yeah, for a while it's hard. They just weren't, like you said. A lot of them didn't open back up. It's just
no,
crazy.
no. We have a drive-in that's like just down the street,
Oh, that's
and
drive-ins are cool,
they never open. They opened up for a little while and then they shut down,
man.
and it's sitting there, and it's like, wow, I wish I had $1.5 million to buy
Right, so you
that.
could just get it. Brian likes the Good Will Hunting too. It is such a good movie, so good. Um, all right. So you talked about Glenn Cook. What about who are some other books and authors that you like, or are there any that you feel like inspired some of your writing?
Well, like recently, I read Blood Over
Oh, Blood Over
Brighthaven.
Whitehaven. Yeah,
That book blew me away. So
yeah.
good. I gotta get it sort of Kagan. But
Oh, I know. Yeah, I want to read that one too. Yeah.
so want to read that. I
Mhm.
like more Velving. Hi, CJ.
Yep, 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 yep,
Again.
yep. You know, now that we brought his book up again, I got to grab it. It's right here.
Okay,
We got to show it off for the people. If you haven't read this book yet, you should.
such a great book
It is
too.
really cool. If you like werewolves, lycanthropes, and you want them to be the main character of your book, and you like characters who suffer with addiction, boom, awesome stuff. Very cool. His that's such a fun book. Um, all right, so go ahead though. So you just read more Velving.
Yeah, The Silent Patient I read last year. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
more of a
I haven't
thriller.
read that one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a love it or hate it book. I really liked it. I
Did you
thought
like it? Yeah.
yeah, I thought the twist at the end was really
Okay,
fun.
that's what I've heard. Some people loved it, and some people are like,
Yeah,
eh.
I could totally see why somebody wouldn't like
Yeah.
it. A weird one that's kind of out there for me at least was a book called The Husbands. Uh,
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
it's the premise is the main character is coming home from a party and her husband meets her at the door, but she's not married.
Oh,
And
what?
every time her husband goes up into the attic, a different husband comes down.
What? That's
It's
already
so
got me
good.
intrigued. That's wild.
It's fun. It plays with like modern relationships and
Okay.
modern marriage and everything like that, and how and that's kind of stuff. So it's totally outside fantasy, except for the fact that her
Yeah.
husband keeps changing, um,
Uh,
and how it
okay.
affects the life and everything.
Yeah.
There's a book called Havoc, which was a really good thriller. I can't think of the name of the author.
Okay. Havoc. Okay.
Craziest ending I've ever read, and I read
Oh man.
fantasy mostly.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. Okay. Now, speaking of twist endings and curveballs, have you put some of that into your books?
Yeah, most people
Yeah.
are surprised by the ending of Shroud of Whispers.
Ooh, okay, I'm excited. Nice. I love a good twist curve. I don't even mind a cliffhanger. Some people don't like those, but
No, no, this has an ending.
okay,
It-
okay, all right, all right. I'm excited then. Very cool. Um, all right, so now I've got some kind of either or questions. The
Okay.
first one I think I know the answer to. I guess I should still ask it just in case. But Star Wars or Star Trek?
I like Star Trek, but I love Star
I was
Wars.
gonna say, I figure you'll probably still, because that's how I am. I like Star Trek, but Star Wars is my jam. All right, what about Marvel or DC?
Probably Marvel, just because I love Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, me too. Love
He's my
Spider Man.
favorite.
Yep, same, same. All right. Were you ever a gamer? Because
Not
I guess
really.
okay, then I
No.
don't need to ask the next question.
Well,
Let's skip to the
the,
next one.
the only game I was terribly addicted to was Civilization.
Oh, that one will get you.
Oh my! I had to take it off my computer because I was spending
Oh yeah.
way too much
Oh
time.
yeah. That one is a time suck for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would get in the way of writing.
Yes. Definitely.
Oh, okay, nice. All right. Who is your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Raphael.
Nice.
I
Okay, I
had
haven't
to,
gotten a Raphael for a while. Okay,
I
well
had to
that
look
makes
that
sense
one up
with the
though.
red. Oh man. Yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. Um all right, and let's see. I think that's it because usually if someone says they're like video games, then it's like PC or console, and then from there. So I my mind is blanking, but
Here, here, let me give you a Star Wars story.
okay.
So, my sister and I loved the original Star Wars, and
Mhm.
a year after it came out, she said to me, Darth Vader is Luke's father and his sister's Leia. And I said, there's no way. And then when Empire came out, my dad took me, just me to it. I
Yeah,
don't know if maybe she was too cool at that point for
yeah,
Star
yeah,
Wars. And I'm in the theater when he goes, no, I'm your father.
yeah,
The whole place is
yeah.
gasping, and I'm going, no, she was right.
You're like, son of
And I
oh
asked her
man,
years
that's
later,
crazy.
how did you know? And she says, I don't know.
Oh, because I mean, yeah, most people when you saw the first one and you had no idea, like nobody ever thought that was coming.
No, no.
Well, especially when they kiss, you don't think that's
Yeah.
going to end up being a sister. Oh man, that's wild. So yeah, everybody's shocked, and you're just sitting there like, Ugh.
Oh, I'll never live this down.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to go say you were right.
Yeah.
That's wild. How did she come up with that?
I
That's
have no
wild.
idea. Like I said,
Oh,
I asked her and she said she didn't
she's
know.
like, meh. One of those mysteries you'll never solve. Well, man, this has been an absolute blast. I had a great time chatting with you. Thanks for doing this. Allison says that she was explaining all of Star Wars to her last week. Maybe she can find out. Um, but before I go into my whole ending spiel and all that stuff, I want to give you the floor one more time to just talk about your books or website or whatever you want to shout out. The floor is yours.
Well, I treat my website like everybody's going to it every day, so I may not put blog posts up much, but anytime I'm doing something new or anything like that, it's on the homepage. I got a store there that's got the bookmarks along with combinations of the books, and yeah, I'm really excited about book two coming out this summer. Uh, I, I would tell you the name, but my editor and I are arguing about that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I've learned I listen to my editor when it comes to names because I named Shroud of Whispers, but Cthomas Faded was going to be no one if I'd had my my way with it. So yeah, I'm really excited about that and excited about the work that I'm doing, and I can't wait for people to start reading more of it.
Yeah, man. Well, congrats on everything you have going on. It's exciting. I'm excited for you, and I'm excited to be a part of your journey. And I look forward to having you on again when the new book comes out. But you'll always have a place here, a home here to shout out your things that you have working on. And I'd love to have you back on anytime.
Awesome! I can't wait to come back.
Heck yeah, man. All right. And here's your sister. She said she was right.
You were Sandy.
That is pretty impressive. And thank you, Brian. It was a great interview. It's easy to do when I have a great guest. So thank you,
Oh,
my friend.
thanks.
So yes, everybody. Oh, and here we go. CJ said, "Love what you're doing, Jeffrey. Keep writing." There you go.
You
Keep it
too,
up.
man. You too.
Yes, you too, CJ. Get book two coming for me and Jeffrey. We want book two. So everybody, thanks for being here. If you're in the live chat, you guys were awesome. Everybody, thanks for being here. If you're on replay, we appreciate you as well. Again, in the description, I've got all Jeffrey's stuff, website, his books, all of that. And remember, you can get the sweet bookmarks on his website. So go there as well. It's all in the description down below. Check that all out. And everybody have a fantastic night. Oh, well, I got to say this. Hold on here. Nisa, congrats, Uncle Jeff. Loved hearing about your writing process. So you got an awesome support system and family. So you're pretty blessed, my friend. That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
So everybody have a fantastic night. I will be back next week with a couple more Beast Friends Forever. But for now, I'll see you in the next video. And until then, as I always say, devour your TBRs, be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly.